The poverty simulation is an activity that was developed to help people understand the complexities of living as a low-income individual in the United States.
We were told that we were going to be doing a poverty simulation. I don't know that many of us understood quite the extent to which we would be going through a simulation.
It's not a game, and it's not, a real experience of being in poverty. It's just a way to teach people about what low-income families are going through.
We were told on this specific day for a couple hours you were going to be a specific gender in a specific financial situation, possibly with a job, maybe in school or maybe unemployed and just searching for a means to provide the necessary food and shelter that you needed.
The simulation kind of represents a community, and so if you think of a lot of the places that you might be able to go in your community both to survive and flourish, so there's a medical clinic, there's a pawn shop, there's a super center, a bank, a payday loan place, there's a school, there's a faith-based organization, social services networks, and also an employer where they can actually go and represent the time that they would spend in work every day.
To boil it all down, what I don't think many of us realize, possibly any of us, is just the burden that different families and different individuals must face in terms of just simple everyday things that may take advantage of. Transportation, trying to figure out what your next meal might be, or, having to make the difficult decision between staying at home to watch your one-year-old son, or going to school, or going to your part-time job. And quite often I found that I was forced to stay home and watch that child rather than being able to take advantage of the schooling or go and try to work a couple hours.
I think about what's important is family time, and that's one thing we did not have. My father was barely there. The few minutes that we had together every day was basically trying to figure out how we're going to do the next day. One of the questions that came up is if your father or family asked how your day was at school. No, because it was all about, okay, we got to go do this, we got to do this, we got to do all this in a short amount of time. Trying to figure out how we're going to eat, how we're going to pay a bill. We're
boiling everything down and we're getting just a very, slight glimpse of the real everyday burden and difficulties that a lot of people and families face. I think that we need, as a community, to think more carefully about, making sure that everyone has food so that they know they can get their next meal. We need to make sure that public transportation is available so that people can get to their jobs or to schooling. And it's just some of the more basic fundamental principles that we hope that everyone has access to so that they continue to try to live a healthy and successful life.